Stories about people encountering the shapeshifters in real life, and same thing. They feel fear. They have a lot of fear, coming on or from this entity, from this being. They're very afraid, and of course we know that that's food, for demonic entities. They feed off of that energy, so they love putting fear onto us, right? Scaring us, yeah. And same thing with the adreno and then hyphen with chrome, if you know what I'm saying. Another one of interest, skinwalkers are known to leave a foul stench wherever they go. So we've heard the same thing about demonic entities. We can, you smell the stink of the entities, the sulfur. And same thing with Bigfoot and Sasquatch. Goes right back to that too. Many people report that it leaves behind a foul stench. There's also this story from the Bible concerning the lion men of Moab, which when I've read it, it reminds me of the Greek gods, how they're all kind of mixed up with human and animal. And the same thing with Egypt, ancient Egypt, with the fallen ones from ancient Egypt. It's that mix of human with animal. And I'm going to get into more of that in a bit. But the concept of a lion-headed man in Moab is mentioned in the context of ancient warrior figures and mythological beings. In the biblical text of 2 Samuel, there's reference to a warrior from Moab, a lion-like person. And then, of course, with your mostly with your religious, organized religious kind of thought, they're going to see this as just a very ferocious warrior. But it really suggests the idea of a lion-like warrior that was present in the region, possibly symbolizing strength and ferocity, which again is kind of the basic understanding. However, additionally, the term lion-head men is linked to various ancient mythologies, including Sumerian and Babylonian traditions, where lion-headed beings were often associated with gods and demons. These figures were sometimes depicted with human bodies and lion heads, and they were connected to deities. The concept of lion-headed beings also appears in other cultures, such as the Mithraic god Aeon, who was depicted as a man with a lion head and a serpent wrapped around him. And again, we see this going back to ancient Egypt, to the Greek gods. In Genesis 6 in the Bible, there's clear scripture that states angels came down from heaven and had sexual intercourse with human females. This union between the angels and human females produced giants who had 6 fingers and were over 12 feet tall. Should also be noted that there have been numerous discoveries of giant human skeletons all over the world. And when these discoveries occur, they're often hushed up by government science-type institutes. It's also interesting that the book of Enoch mentions how fallen angels had intercourse with humans who produced giants. The book of Enoch also mentions how the fallen angels and offspring sinned against different animals, including reptiles. So did this interaction between the fallen angels, their offspring, and reptiles produce these different interbred-type creatures? Of course, I think, did the fallen angels engage in genetic experimentation with various animals, such as reptiles? The fallen angels and their offspring engaging in sexual activity and possibly genetic experiments with humans and animals could have produced all kinds of unknown creatures, strange species.